Yo, YouTube, it's your boy BDB, and today I have a video I want to talk about. So, Clemson Whiner fans, South Carolina Gameflock fans, come up front. I'm not a fan of neither of your teams. Credit, I'm from South Carolina, it's my hometown. But I'm not a fan of neither of them teams. I care less about them teams. I don't like them teams with a passion. Because you know why? Your fans are delusional. Y'all are crazy, fun, but delusional. Okay? Look, Clemson, y'all thought this win was a good win against Troy. This was a terrible win against Troy. Terrible. I don't care what you say. This win was terrible. 27-16. And mind you, I watch both of these games. Now, credit. People can say, oh, but they had a weather delay. So did Troy. So did SC State. They both had weather delays. It ain't like South Carolina and Clemson had weather delays and they told the other teams they had to stay on the field and do whatever they had to do. No, both teams had weather delays. Both of them did. Clemson, even when Clemson was going into the weather delay, y'all were losing. It was like the first 2 or 3 minutes in the game, Troy threw a bomb down the field and scored. And I was like, oh, this is about to be a tough game for Clemson already. And they punched y'all in the mouth. Credit, y'all fought back. But here's the problem, Clemson. This was an ugly win. This is not a good win. It's a win, but it's an ugly win. And here's where it proves a lot of you fans, Clemson fans, South Carolina fans, you know why sometimes I don't like it? Because you're delusional. When I say delusional, you think like a genuine ball-knowledge fan of a sport would look at a score, if they watched the game, would look at the score and say, this was an ugly win. A delusional, casual fan would look at the score and say, oh man, we beat the brakes off of this team. No, y'all didn't. Clemson, y'all ain't did nothing the whole game. Y'all didn't. And here's what I said. I told my friend this because she goes to Clemson. And I was even telling my girl this too because she goes to Clemson as well. Clemson and South Carolina had a lot of things in common tonight. Or last night. They both didn't score until the second half. Both had weather delays. Both of their defenses was terrible. Both of their offenses was terrible. They were terrible. Didn't score until the second half. And I mean, they didn't get a single offensive score until the second half. South Carolina, you could say, oh, we did score off of punt returns. Punt returns. Clemson, y'all didn't score until Adam Randall came in the game. And I kept saying, give Adam Randall the ball and get out the way. Because he was the only one, I'll say this for Clemson. Adam Randall, I give you a lot of credit because you were the only one fighting for Clemson. Cade Clement looked terrible for Clemson. You look lost and daisical. And South Carolina, you Lenore Sellers, Cade Clement, y'all have a lot of talent, of course. But y'all looked lost and daisical. Lost and daisical. Y'all was out there. Y'all don't even know where y'all was throwing. Y'all just running out the pocket for no reason. I mean, look, man. Cade Clement, you threw a pick six within your own 5-yard line. Within your own red zone, you threw a pick six. Like, come on, man. And Lenore Sellers, y'all, like I said, y'all didn't, these Clemson and South Carolina didn't turn up until the second half. This was not a good game. And people can blame the weather delay all they want. Both of the opposing teams for Clemson and South Carolina had weather delays. They had weather delays. So you can't use the weather delay as an excuse. If anything, that should have been used to your advantage. Because that gives you time to wind down, talk about everything, talk about, okay, this is what we have to do. You know, like, it gives you time. But guess what exactly y'all did? Y'all went out there and y'all looked bad. Y'all made it look like y'all shouldn't even be ranked no more. I know one thing. Y'all are dropping in the rankings. Y'all should drop. if the college football ranking committee looks at this team's South Carolina and Clemson, and they put y'all higher, I'm gonna be upset. Yeah, y'all both won, but Clemson, you barely won. I told my someone on TikTok this. I even commented this. I said, if you take away for Clemson, if they took away the scoreboard, right, and they just showed the game, you would have seen Troy had a way better game than Clemson. The only reason why Troy lost was because they had too many stupid penalties. 2 targeting calls, which y'all shouldn't even have done. Unnecessary roughness calls. Like, what? Like, what are you doing, Troy? South Carolina State, they was beating South Carolina for a little bit. They looked like they could have won. South Carolina finally woke up. But it's like, I'm sorry. Both of these teams played bad. They played terrible. And if you're a casual fan looking at the score, you're going to think, oh, they played good. They won. My team won. And when I was watching the game, I felt so bad for them fans. Them stupid, delusional fans. The real fans, who's like a genuine ball knowledge college football fan, and they looked at the score and they said, this is not a good game. Even if it says 38-10, our offense struggled, defense was struggling. It was a bad game. South Carolina, y'all should have beat them by 40 or 50. I don't care if they was the MEAC champions. I don't care if they was the Pee Wee Little League champions. Y'all should have beat them by 40 or 50 points. Clemson, Troy, yeah, they in the Sun Belt Conference. You're the ACC. Y'all been doing all this high praise talking like they the next national, like they national championship contenders. They didn't look like national championship contenders. They look nothing like that. South Carolina, they've been saying we need to be a playoff team. They look nothing like a playoff team. I don't care what the score says. When I watch that actual game, because this is how you know. This is how I know this was a bad game. Because both fans for both teams of Clemson and South Carolina, y'all booed them. Y'all were booing them because they was doing so bad. Don't say, oh, the score says different. Y'all was booing your own team, fans. Y'all was booing your own team. So what do you mean y'all did good? What team does good with their own fans who boo them? Name me one team who had a game where it was a good game and the fans were booing you mid-game. I watched the game vividly. I watched the game visibly and vividly. South Carolina, y'all was boo. Clemson, y'all was loudly and proudly boo. Y'all was booing your teams. I'm telling you, Clemson and South Carolina, you got to drop in the rankings. Credit, you won, but you got to drop because y'all held it too. Clemson, your game was too close. South Carolina, y'all looked very, very sloppy. But knowing with South Carolina in the football committee, they're probably going to keep them the same, or they might move them up to 9. But this is bad. They might even move South Carolina in front of Clemson, to be honest. Because, like I said, y'all, both teams should really drop. Illinois should be ahead of both of y'all right now. In this next college football, Illinois should be ahead of both of y'all because they handle business like they were supposed to. Now, credit, my FSU Seminoles is going to be ahead of y'all because y'all seen what we did. I don't care if they FCS, 3DS, 2DS, Nintendo DS. I don't care what you is. We did what we were supposed to do, and that was put belt to booty on a worse opponent. Y'all played a worse opponent, and your fans booed you mid-game. Y'all played a worse opponent. Y'all couldn't score a single offensive point until the second half. Y'all can do all the light flickering you want in that stadium. Guess what? You guys played terrible. Take away the scoreboard, you look bad. Your QBs, your star QBs look bad. Now, credit, there's 10 more games to go. if they make the playoffs. But guess what? Y'all got to fix this. Clemson, y'all 1-1. Couldn't be FSU. South Carolina, yeah, y'all 2-0, but yeah. But Jesus, that's going to consist this video, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, because this is crazy. This is crazy.